Hello and welcome to another second channel video. I don't know why that had a bit of an accent on it. We're in a different spot again, because today I want to go through my vinyl collection. I did a couple videos similar to this back during ye olden times, aka quarantine, or yeah, right around there. I don't remember quite when it ended. It's just all kind of a blur in my head these days, but around that time. So obviously I have some different stuff than I did then. I don't think I've really actively collected vinyl since 2021 maybe. But still, just skimming through those videos, I do have some different stuff. Now, a big distinction between this and those, or at least the first one, is that I had, and I do still technically have, a pile of vinyls that aren't technically mine. Those are not here. We're just in the crate. A lot of those vinyls, like in the first one, I had a big stack that belonged to my mom's friend's husband. Um, he's not her husband anymore, so they're just kind of mine now. So that's cool. Anyway, here she is, the crate. Figured we'd go through one by one and just see what we're working with. If we don't run out of time, maybe I'll do my CDs too, but that might have to be a part two. So anyway, starting off with one I haven't listened to in any capacity, April Wine, The Nature of the Beast. I think we got this at this flea market type place that I used to take guitar lessons at. It doesn't exist anymore, sadly. I really loved that place. I came across a photo of me in the bathroom there. Miss that place. But yeah, April Wine, Nature of the Beast again. Haven't listened to it. We got. I don't know how I should do this. Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot. We should start off with these actually. I have two singles. We got Billy Joel, You May Be Right, and Close to the Borderline. I don't know what's A side, what's B side. Looks like this is A side, because the little envelope thing. Yeah. Oh, hold on. This isn't that important, but I'm curious. It doesn't say. You May Be Right is the side that's facing. Whatever. So we have this, and then we have the Jacksons. Not the Jackson 5. I still get a little upset when people call them the Jackson 5. There are 5 of them, but they're not the Jackson 5. Even the Jackson 5 had 6 people after a little while. They had 6 people after a little while. It's the same 6 people, but it's not the Jackson 5. Very important. Anyway, we have Heartbreak Hotel, and I think this is, yeah, The Things I Do for You. I do have this album, that'll come up later. Do not have this one, but I found a good listing on eBay. That might change soon. But yeah, those are my singles. I'm just gonna keep these out, actually, because they're gonna get crushed pretty frequently with me taking all these out and shit. And I just dropped Billy Joel. I guess he's dead now. I don't know. Is Billy Joel still alive? I feel like I would have heard about it if he wasn't. Just through the grapevine, you know? But yeah, we got April Wine, Nature of the Beast. Next in line is Aerosmith, I think. Yeah. We got Toys in the Attic. I have heard a couple songs off of this. You got, yeah, Walk This Way, Sweet Emotions. I guess that's the only ones off of here. And then also Aerosmith is Rocks. Have not heard this one, to my knowledge. I don't know why I'm going country now. That happens sometimes. I don't know if I've ever done it on one of these videos before. Yeah, haven't listened to this one. I will eventually. Now we have... I think this was one of, if not the first record I bought with my own money. So, well, maybe I didn't buy it with my own. One of the first ones that I got is Beastie Boys, License to Ill. I've listened to this album so many fucking times. Nowadays, I probably couldn't tell you, like, what's on it. But, like, back, like, freshman, sophomore year of high school, this was, like, one of, like, 3 albums I listened to on repeat. We got The Dudes in the Inside right there. It is a fold-out. That's kind of the thing buying, like, these newer releases, since vinyl's been back in. I don't know, like, how common, like, these fold-outs were. Obviously, I wasn't around when vinyl was, like, at its peak, so I have no fucking clue. But I just don't think I've at least seen any, like, copies from that era that are fold-out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll come across something in here that I forgot about. I don't know. We'll see. That's the problem with doing this sitting down, is that I can't see what's in here. That was Beastie Boys. Next up on the docket, we have The Beatles, Let It Be. Oh, what a surprise. I kind of forgot I had this. It was at the front for a while, even since I moved this down here. But I decided to put it in its place in alphabetical order. And I guess I just forgot about it. I'm over here quite a bit recently listening to these, but not Let It Be, I guess. There's some bangers on this album, obviously, Let It Be, but like, Across the Universe, that one's brought me to tears quite a few times, especially back during quarantine, when it finally started to hit me, was also when I was, like, getting into the Beatles, so that was pretty nice. And then I Me Mine, fucking amazing song. I love that song. I think those are the only ones I've listened to off this album. I mean, listening to the vinyl, I remember listening to the vinyl in my room, so I'm sure I've heard more of these before, but it's been a hot minute. Next up, we've got one that was gifted to me that I haven't listened to yet. Big City Blues, Howling Wolf. I have nothing to say about this one. Should I stand for this? I think I'm gonna stand for this. Editor, make sure that's a clean cut. We're working at kind of an odd angle here, and now you can't see my face. What if I turn this off? Now you can see my face, but you can't see the records. I turned the big light on. Editor, you know what to do. Where do we leave off? Right. Here's a couple more that are similar to the last one, except I bought them. Billy Joel, The Nylon Curtain, and Turnstiles. Again, nothing to say about these. I love this woman has always kind of given me the creeps. It looks like she's just painted on there. To me, this one, Billy Joel, The Bridge, I do know a song off of. That is A Matter of Trust. Love that song. I also love this record. Like, look at that. That is cool. It's like tie-dye and shit. Awesome. I bought this so we had, up until very recently, like, a record store chain in my town. They went bankrupt a few months ago, sadly. But they opened one up by my house for, like, just a few months. And I think this is the only record I bought there. Actually, no, it's not. My dad also made me get a Def Leppard album. That'll come up in a minute if I can get this back into its sleeve. I don't like touching, like, the grooves too much, but sometimes you just gotta. So that was Billy Joel. Next is Get In There. Why won't you get in there? Billy Squier, Don't Say No. I think one song off of here Yeah, The Stroke, I know, because Eminem sampled it in one of his songs. Berserk, I think. Then we have Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Nine Tonight. And it looks like I have been disproven. This is a fold-out album. Obvious wear and tear on this one. Maybe not to you, but it is to me. Like you can kind of see the outline of the record. But yeah, that is some small print. I was trying to see the year this is published, but I don't think I'm finding anything in that. I don't know if you could even see that. Next up on the docket, Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. So this is another one of the 3 albums I had on constant loop in my first 2 years of high school. Really just my freshman year of high school. Awesome fucking album. Obviously, you got Living on a Prayer on here. You Give Love a Bad Name. Wanted Dead or Alive. I don't remember Social Disease. But Raise Your Hands, Never Say Goodbye, Wild in the Streets, all amazing songs. I gotta listen to some more Bon Jovi. We have an absolute classic next up. Boston by Boston. I love this album. Such a good album. Not one of the 3 in constant rotation. That one's still coming up. But yeah, obviously More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, fucking, it's right there and I struggled reading it. Foreplay, Long Time. Every single song on this album, Rock and Roll Band, Smokin', Hitch a Ride, so good. I don't have as much to say about their second album, but I still, like, the first few songs on this album that I remember listening to, also so good. I have to listen to this in full sometime. Also, this is also a fold-out, so I don't know what the hell I was talking about earlier. Next up, we've got the Commodores. The Commodores. Don't know if I've listened to this one. I'm sure I know... Oh yeah, Brick House. I was going to say, I'm sure I know a song by them, because the name sounds very familiar, and the album cover. Brick House. Love that song. Good song. Nothing else to say. I am about halfway through my recording time, and we're maybe a third of the way through this. Quarter, even. Deep Purple, Perfect Stranger, nothing to say about this one, don't think. I mean, Deep Purple did Smoke on the Water, didn't they? That's pretty cool. Editor, correct me on that if I'm wrong. Yeah, here's the Def Leppard record I was talking about that my dad made me get high and dry. The only Def Leppard record I know, I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's the one that has, I guess there's 2 of them actually. Maybe 3, I don't know. Pour Some Sugar on Me, Photograph, and Rock of Ages. Whatever those albums are. Hotel California by the Eagles. Banger. Apparently Hotel California is the first track on this album. I did not know that. I think so, at least. Where is the track list? I don't see a track list. Maybe it's on the record. I'm not going to take the record out and fact check that. Editor, you know what to do. Here we have Earth, Wind, and Fire, The Best Of, Volume 1. We Are Vinyl, Claim My Free Download. L. I just don't really like that. Like, I bought the vinyl to listen to the vinyl. You know? Don't push your 21st century mumbo jumbo on me. Next is Elton John, Breaking Hearts. Have not listened to this one. End of story there. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I bought this one exclusively for Benny and the Jets. This is a very interesting one to me because it's 4 discs. No, it's not. It's 2 discs. But it's like still one of the fold-outs. 1 disc here, 1 disc here, I'm pretty sure. I think that's really interesting. In similar fashion is Blue Moves. This one I know a little bit more of. This has Tonight, Boogie Pilgrim, Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word, Apparently, Chameleon's on here by Herbie Hancock. I doubt it. Doesn't this also have... I guess not. What song am I thinking about? Crocodile Rock. That's the one I'm thinking about. I thought that was on this album, but I guess not. Next, we've got some Elvis. The only one I know I've listened to songs off of is the Essential Elvis Presley. We got Heartbreak Hotel, Jailhouse Rock, Trouble, absolute fucking banger. Can't Help Falling in Love, obviously. You're the Devil in Disguise, very good song. Suspicious Minds goes so fucking hard. I think Hound Dog also. I think every Elvis song I know is on this album, except for, God, I just had it. It Was a Night. I think that's what it's called. And, God, what's the other one? I was playing it in my head so vividly yesterday. You Are Always on My Mind. I don't think that's on here either. Other Elvis, we have Elvis Sings Hits from His Movies, Volume 1. Elvis, Let's Be Friends. And Elvis, Double Dynamite. I found out yesterday. This is supposed to have 2 records in here, but I only have the second one. So that's bullshit. I am taking this back to the store that doesn't exist anymore and getting a refund. Next we have Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Tarkus. Sorry. I think this is Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yeah, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Don't know if I've listened to this. The album cover, I recognize. Maybe I know a song off of here and I just don't know it. Or maybe it just looks familiar because I've done this kind of thing before. Who knows? Up next, Hall & Oates, H2O. The only song I know off of here is Man-Eater, and I'm pretty sure it's the first on the record. I gotta listen to more Hall & Oates. What's the other song they did that's, like, really popular? I don't have time to mull it over. I've only got about 10 minutes left on this recording. Herbie Hancock, Future Shock. I don't think this has Chameleon on it. Yeah, no, it don't. I don't know what album that's on. Or, what's the other song he did? Like, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba. That one, whatever that one is. I don't think that's on this album either. Oh God, where was I? Iron Maiden. This is another one that was gifted to me. Haven't listened to it yet, but I intend to eventually. I was able to keep my place for a little bit, but now we're starting to struggle again. Here we have James Brown, Mother's Nature, sorry. Another one I haven't listened to. Now we have the Jackson 5. Get It Together. I know this song has Dancing Machine on it, and then they made a whole Dancing Machine album, where that was the title track. It's not like a whole album of Dancing Machine. I think it's really interesting when groups do that. Like, put a song on one album, and then their next album has it again, and it's, like, named after that. That's happened more than once, I'm pretty sure. We also have Jackson 5, Stand. Have not listened to any of the songs off of this. Maybe I will one day. One day I shall come back. And we have Jackson 5 Greatest Hits. This has, I Want You Back, ABC, Never Can Say Goodbye, I'll Be There. I think I know every single song on this album except the last one, so I think that's pretty cool, which is I Found That Girl. Then we have, as I was saying, the Jacksons, Triumph, banger album. Can You Feel It, Lovely One? Heartbreak Hotel. Banger songs. I know I've listened to this album all the way through before. Those are just like the 3 that I was like hyper fixated on from this album when I was a big MJ guy. Next we have Jefferson Starship, Red Octopus. I haven't listened to this album, I don't think. But I think Jefferson Starship did Jane, didn't they? That song goes pretty hard. Then we have Journey, Evolution. I don't think I've listened to anything off of this either. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But whatever album Don't Stop Believin' is on, I think that's also Some love song. I can hear it in my head. I don't remember the title, though. Kool and the Gang, Something Special. Another record I gotta listen to at some point. I'm speeding up a little bit here because we're running out of time and I'm getting close to the back. Rapid Fire, Led Zeppelin 2, 3, 4. These are all fold-out records. Leonard Skinner, Gold and Platinum. I'm pretty sure a Rum my dad buys, the label's based off of this. At least it's very, very similar. This is just like a compilation album. Freebirds on there, that's how you know it's good. Next up, MJ. I didn't know I had Off the Wall. That's actually kind of crazy. They're these kind, where the album cover's on the record, which I think is cool. I would like to put these on the wall, but I want like original vinyls with the cardboard sleeves. But we have Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad, as you do. Meatloaf, Bad Outta Hell. I only know Bad Outta Hell. I know Meatloaf was in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Miles Davis at Carnegie Hall. I was reading about this album earlier because I was writing for my history paper, and Carnegie Hall was a website I was doing some research on. Yada, yada, yada. Seinfeld joke. Nat King Cole. Unforgettable. I'm sorry I'm going so fast. I got 9 minutes. We're getting to the end. I yapped too long. Otis Redding Star Collection. Gotta listen to this one. Philip Bailey, Chinese Wall. I think this is one of the guys in Earth, Wind, and Fire, isn't he? Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. The third of 3 albums I had on repeat in high school. First 2 years. We got some Prince here. Purple Rain. This is a newer edition. 1999. I know the title track off of this one and nothing else. Queen. The Game. This has Another One Bites the Dust on it. And Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I actually forgot that. Here we have Rush. 2112. I didn't actually know I had this. So that's pretty cool. We got Sammy Hagar. Something or other. I don't know if that's supposed to be a label or the title of the album. But it's something by Sammy Hagar. The Magic of Sarah Vaughan. My sister gave this to me. I think she also gave me the Nat King Cole. Street Beat New Music Hot Sounds 1984. Apparently this is the only one of these they ever made. This has I'm Still Standing by Elton John on it. I think it's also got the Safety Dance on it. And some other stuff. I also bought this at the flea market thrift store that doesn't exist anymore. Another lightning round. Styx. The Grand Illusion. Crystal Balls. Equinox. Kilroy Was Here. The Grand Illusion is the only album I know because it has Come Sail Away on it. Lord, I am so tired. How long can this go on? Here we have Rapper's Delight. Short and long versions. I think the long version is like messed up on the record. Maybe I could clean it back. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I listened to it. Van Halen, Diver Down. This has their cover of Pretty Woman on it. And now, one of the most important records I have in this collection. Fucking Weezer! I want to get another copy. One for the crate, one for the wall. And also, I lied. I actually had 4 albums on repeat my first 2 years of high school, because also Weezer, OK Human. I know every single song on this album, not by heart. That ends at around playing my piano. So about half the songs I know by heart. That's actually only 5 of them, but still, fucking love this album. This got me through so much during like the back half of the quarantine, where like things were open, you know, but it was still, like, seriously locked down. Van Weezer, not much to say about this album. The End of the Game and Beginning of the End, I know I really liked. And Precious Metal Girl is also pretty good. Don't know about the rest of these. I think One More Hit's the one where Rivers Cuomo keeps going, please daddy, please daddy. That's pretty funny. And the final album in my collection, Yes 90 125. To this day, I still think this is the fucking worst album cover to ever exist. The back isn't much better. Seriously, what the hell were they thinking? And it looks like rushing through that was a good idea because we are out of time. I have about 3 minutes left on the recording, but I'm not gonna use it. So, as always, thank you for watching if you did, and I will see you next time when I talk about my CDs. Bye for now.